Hello and welcome back to Grace Gowdy Pilates. I'm going to take you through a 17-minute, kind of more of an ab-based workout. We're going to need the box and we'll start with one blue spring. So let's start with our knees a fist width distance away from our shoulder rest. Our hands wrap around the frame of the reformer. We're going to inhale, take a nice deep belly breath here, and as we exhale, start to tuck the head and start to round through the back, draw your gaze towards your navel. And then inhale, let your belly hang, draw your gaze forward. Exhaling, we're pressing away, starting to draw our belly button towards our spine. And then inhale, take a nice deep belly breath. We've got 3 more here. Exhale, pressing away, drawing your gaze towards your belly button, rounding through the back. Inhale, let your belly hang, draw the gaze forward, warming up the spine. And again, exhale, pressing away. Inhale, let your belly hang. And you've got your last one here. Exhale, drawing up, really rounding through that back, getting that deep stretch. Then you're going to inhale, find neutral spine. So you're not arching and you're not rounding. Draw your shoulders above your wrists. On an exhale breath, let's start to float the carriage up to meet your hands. And then inhale to release. We're working through our reverse abdominals here. Belly buttons drawing to your spine, floating the carriage so it's coming up to your hands, and making sure you're just hinging at the hips. So keep lifting out of the hands, nice and strong through the arms, but the shoulders aren't moving at all. Using your breath here. We're going to come into tiny little pulses in a second. We've got 10 little pulses for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the carriage so it comes all the way back into the stopper. We're going to come into our oblique variation. So place your right hand above your left. Make sure your shoulders are above your wrists. Draw your gaze towards your tailbone, and you're going to exhale, float the carriage up to meet the hands. Inhale to release. So you're going to start to work through the obliques here. Belly buttons drawing to your spine, and again remaining nice and strong through the arms. So the arms aren't moving, it's just you're hinging at the hips. 2 more here. Last one, we've got little pulses. Exhale, drawing up. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the carriage. We're going to swap over to the other side straight away. Right hand's on the right side, left hand comes above the right. Shoulders over the wrist. Let's exhale, draw the carriage up. Inhale to release. Belly buttons drawing to your spine. We've got 7 to go. For 6. Last 5, nice and strong through the arms. Shoulders are still above the wrist for 4. 3 more here. For 2. Last one before we come into our 10 pulses. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the carriage. Place your left hand on the left side, sink back onto your hips. Roll out your wrists in one direction and then roll them out in the other. Nice, just to loosen that all up. We're going to work into our arms now. So I want you to walk yourself all the way up to your uprights. Wrap your hands along the outside of your uprights and allow your bottom to hover off your ankles. From here, you're going to exhale, pull yourself up, draw your elbows back towards the foot bar, and then inhale to release. So you want your chest off of your knees, exhaling, and then inhaling. So a nice flat back. We're working into our arms here. If you feel like you would like more of a challenge, you can place your left hand behind your back and continue with single arm pulls. If that's too much, you can continue with your double arm pulls. Exhaling and then inhaling. If you're doing single arms, you've got 3 more. For 2. 1 more here. And then you're going to swap to the other side. So right hand behind the back, make sure your chest is off your legs. Exhaling, pulling up, inhale to release. 4 more. And for 3, this goes for double arms. 2 if you're still going with your double arms. 2 more. Last one for everyone here. Release the arm, walk your hands along the frame of the reformer, sink your bottom back onto your heels. We're going to get a thoracic extension here. So inhale, start to press into your hands, keep your bottom attached to your heels, start to lift up, and then exhale to lower down. Inhaling here again, lifting up through the crown of the head, shoulders are down, arms are straight. Exhale to lower down. This feels really nice on your spine. Inhaling here again, exhaling to lower all the way down. Beautiful. I'm going to come up from there, and we're stepping off to the left of your reformer. We've still got your blue spring. Reach down, grab hold of your short loop with your right hand. You want your hips nice and square, and your right leg's going to float into tabletop. From here, we're going to step back, find a lunge position. As you lunge, you're going to exhale, draw your right elbow across your rib cage. Inhale to release the arm, and then exhale, float the right leg back into tabletop. Belly button's drawing to your spine, shoulders are down, hips are square the whole time. Find that nice deep lunge position. Starting to work into the legs, working into the glute as well. Also continuing to work on the arm, exhaling and then inhaling. Using your breath nice and straight and strong through the back. Your gaze is forward. Getting a bit of balance work as well, so you might start to feel your ankle and your calf working to help to stabilize. We've got 3 more like this before we're going to hold the lunge down there and focus on the single arm pulls. 2 more. Final one here, stepping back and then just extending and bending through the right arm. We've got 8 here. For 7, 6 more, exhale pulling. For 5, last 4, 3 more. For 2, and your last one. Keep the right elbow in close by your waist, little tiny pulses up and down through the legs. We've got 7 to go. For 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw all the way back up. Place the long loop onto your shoulder pin. And we're going to come into a plank. So we've got a 20-second plank here, followed by shoulder, elbow extensions, followed by your pikes. So we're going to extend the legs out nice and long, belly buttons drawing to your spine. Make sure your shoulders are above your elbows, nice and strong through the legs. Feel like you're pulling apart the platform or the carriage with both elbows. We're over halfway, using your breath. In 5 seconds, we're going to start with our elbow slides. We're going to start to slide the carriage forward and then draw the elbows back in line with the shoulders. We've got 8 more here. And 7, start to feel the upper abdominals engaging. For 6, 5 more here. For 4, 3 to go, 2, and your final one. Draw the elbows in line with the shoulders. We're going to exhale, pike the hips up to the ceiling. Inhale to lower down. Exhaling to lift. Inhale to lower down. Legs are nice and straight. Try and draw that carriage all the way into the stopper. Draw your gaze in between your feet. We're halfway there. We're on the home stretch. You've got it. 4 to go. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale to lower. And for 3. Final 2 here. Last one, exhale, lifting up. Inhale to lower down, find that plank. Then let's bend your knees. Draw the carriage all the way in, and we're going to step over to the other side. So we're going to grab hold of the short loop with our left hand. Right hand's coming onto the hips. Make sure your hips are square. Float the left leg into tabletop. We're going to step back, find the lunge position. As you exhale, draw the left elbow across the rib cage, back behind you, and then inhale to release. So belly buttons drawing to your spine. Find length through the crown of your head. And we're exhaling, pulling in, inhaling to release. Keep driving up through the right foot. Nice and stable through the right leg. Floating the left leg into tabletop. Shoulders and hips are square. So your torso is remaining still as you pull into that strap and as you step back into that lunge position. And we're going to hold our lunge down here. Let's focus on the single arm pull with the left arm. So as you step back, find that lunge position, exhale, pull the left elbow back behind, and then inhaling to release. Good, you've got 7 more here. And for 6, 5 to go. And for 4, Exhale, pulling back for 3. 2 more. On this next one, keep the left elbow in close by your waist. You've got little tiny pulses up and down through the leg. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the arm, release the leg, place the long loop onto the shoulder pin. Well done. We're going to grab hold of our short box now. Place it on top of the carriage. So if you've got long legs, place it in between your shoulder rest and the shoulder pins, or you can place it in front of your shoulder rest. So you've got 2 different options. Grab hold of the little strap at the end of your reformer. You're going to place your left foot underneath of that strap and place your right leg on the box. Make sure that your hips are nice and square, your legs straight and your toes are flexed back. Place your right hand onto the headrest, your left hand's coming behind your head. As you inhale, you're going to start to bend through the right elbow, lift up and out of your bottom waist, and then exhale to extend. Belly buttons drawing to your spine. Create that sense of space through the bottom waist and the floor. If that's too easy, you can place your right hand behind your head, and then that way it will take the pressure out of the hands. You're going to place it right into your side waist. And on this next one, we've got little tiny pulses here, up and down, working through the side waist. Hold yourself here. We're going to add in a rotation. So rotate the shoulders around, extend the arms nice and long, bend the elbows, draw back through center. Rotating, extending, bending, exhale, rotate back. You got it. Inhaling. We've got 2 more. Keep working the side waist. And your last one, rotating, extending, bending, come back through center, find a nice stretch. Right hand comes onto your headrest, reach up and over with your left arm. And then from here, you can rotate to the frame of the reformer, get that rotation through the spine, lower yourself down. And then you're going to carefully come back through center, draw yourself all the way back up. And we're going to face towards the foot bar. Place both feet underneath of the strap, sitting up nice and tall onto your sit bones. You've got the options here to make it easier, hands across the chest. Make it harder, hands behind the head. Inhale, take a deep belly breath. As you exhale, start to roll off your sit bones. Draw yourself halfway down, and then let's lift yourself all the way back up. And rolling off the sit bones, coming down halfway, and then lifting all the way back up. Making sure you're articulating this movement. Legs are nice and straight, feet are still flexed, and you're nice and strong. Exhaling, rolling off. Inhaling, lifting all the way back up. Rolling off the sit bones, your gaze is still forward, and then lifting all the way back up. Nice. On this next one, I want you to hold it down. You've got little tiny pulses up and down. Exhaling and then inhaling. Think 2 inches up, 2 inches down. You've got 6 to go for 5, 4, 3, 2. On the next one, hold it still. Reach your arms forward, belly buttons drawing to your spine. You're going to float the hands up to the ceiling, lower them back in line with your shoulders. Exhaling as you float the hands up, inhale as you lower down. We've got 3 to go. And for 2, you've got your last one here. Reach the arms out long. We're going to exhale, scoop up all the way up nice and tall. Well done. You should really be feeling your abs here. We're going to turn around to do the obliques on the other side now. So we want our legs nice and straight, our hands coming onto the headrest, right hands behind the head. Let's start to bend through the left elbow and then exhale to extend. So find that nice deep shape through the left side of the waist. It's almost like you're reaching up and over the side of a beach ball. So you're inhaling to lower and then exhaling to press away. If you find that that's too easy, place the left hand behind the head. Continue with this movement. Belly buttons drawing to your spine. Make sure that your neck is nice and straight as well. Inhaling to lower, exhaling to lift. Little tiny pulses now. Belly buttons drawing to your spine. Think about 2 inches up, 2 inches down. To make it a little bit more challenging, hold yourself here. We're going to rotate the shoulders down towards the well, extend the arms, bend the arms, and then rotate back. And again, repeating this, belly buttons drawing to your spine, nice and strong through the right leg, finding length through the fingertips as you reach them forward. You've got your final one here, extending, bending, rotating back. Let's find that deep stretch through the side of the waist. Place the left hand on the headrest, reach up and over with the right arm. Then you're going to rotate to the frame of the reformer, get that rotation through the spine. And then carefully start to peel yourself up. We're going to come off of the box now, and we'll change it from a short box to a long box. We're going to be working into our arms. So we're keeping the blue spring here, and you're going to straddle the box. So one foot on either side, your feet should be able to come onto the carriage. Then reach back and find your short loops with both hands. You're going to sit up nice and tall onto your sit bones, arms are straight. As you exhale, reach your hands forward so they're in line with your shoulders, and then inhale to lower them back down. So we're sitting on top of our sit bones, our feet are firmly planted into the carriage, the crown of our head is reaching up nice and tall, belly button's drawing to your spine. 4 to go. And for 3, exhale, drawing up. 2 more here. The next time that we float our hands in line with the shoulders, you're going to flip your palms to face towards one another. Inhale, open out into a T position. Exhale, draw your fingertips back together. Keep lifting up nice and straight through the spine, belly buttons drawing to your spine. Reaching those fingertips towards one another as you start to close that circle. Feet are still heavy. Now we're going to work into our triceps. So draw your elbows on the inside of the ropes. Create a diamond shape with your index finger and your thumbs, and you're going to bend and extend through the elbows, working into your triceps, leaning the upper body forward, your gaze is down towards the springs, and we're bending and extending at the elbows. Using your breath here. Inhaling to bend, exhaling to extend. Finishing that off, we're going to place the long loops onto the shoulder pins. You're going to come off of the box now. We've still got our blue spring. Step to the front of the foot bar. Your feet are going to be hip width apart. Arms are by your side. Inhale, take a deep belly breath. Exhale, nod your chin to your chest. You're going to roll down, find the edge of the box, press away. Find that stretch through the back and also through the back of the hamstrings. Exhaling, reaching out. Inhaling, drawing all the way back up. And then exhaling, pressing away again, getting that deep stretch and release. And we've got one more here. Let's draw the carriage all the way in and then start to lift up one vertebrae at a time. The last thing to lift is your gaze. Roll. You guys are all finished now. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you again next week. Bye guys.